Hey guys, I've put up the SVN, and I in fact did not use SourceForge as I said. I used Google Code, and so it's called CBCJava, and it's up, and it contains the Eclipse plugin, which, by the way, looks a lot cooler now, and it contains the installer, which is really simple to use, and I'm just going to walk through the install process so it's not too difficult, even though it's pretty simple. Okay, so here's our command line, and note to Windows users, if you want the latest version, well, I mean, you're just gonna have to go with a version that's I guess you could say, pre-created for you in this folder, because you're not gonna be able to run this. Although hopefully somebody will put me together one. I mean, it's not too hard. Okay, so you're going to chmod +X make latest installer. Okay, now you're going to /make, and now we're going to run it. Installer, and what that does is it's going to copy everything from all of the directories into this nice little installer for you. And what this installer has in it is a robot.c and some other stuff, like all the Java stuff you need. And what we're going to do, it's fairly simple. We're going to install it. I mean, whoa. Okay, so let me get my flash drive back in. Also, it's about, while I'm putting this in, it's about 5 o'clock in the morning, and I just now got it all how I wanted it. So, hopefully I'll get some sleep after this. But I felt I needed to make this. Okay, so I plugged that in, and as we can see, it's showing up. So we're going to go ahead and copy that over, and now you want to change your directory in the installer itself. So you are here, and now you're going to go to there, and you're going to copy -r wildcard, and then for me it's /media/patriot, although it will differ for you. And it's saying it's not the directory, and I guess I don't have it mounted, but now I do. So let's do that again. Okay, I copied it over, and now I'm going to go ahead and start up Kissy. I'm going to go ahead and make it to where you can see what I'm doing, because it's a little bit too difficult to see otherwise. Okay. And I'm going to quit that because I forgot to kill the other. And hopefully that will start. Okay, so that started, and we're good there. And now we're going to fire up the good old VNC Client. Does it connect? Let's see. It is VNC Viewer, of course. So VNC Viewer 192.16. I already know the IP of it. And as I said earlier, I'm going to put together something so you can use USB. Well, not for VNC, but for other stuff. And then let's see what this does. Okay, so we've got our CBC here. And now that I've yet to plug in the flash drive, I need to unmount it first though. So I'm just going to unmount that. And now I'm unplugging it from the computer, and I'm plugging it into the CBC. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go to Programs, and we're going to give the flash drive a second to do its stuff because it takes a second. Load robot.c. I can't find USB key, we didn't give enough time. Okay, so we got it. And now ignore anything before the install. And if I mean, since this is going to be your first time installing it, there's going to be a bunch of crap in between here, but that's okay. But that's fine. Okay, so now it's copying files, and this takes a second. It's about 30 megs of files, like the glib and everything. Hopefully it won't take too awful long. Okay, now it's compiling the CBC wrapper, and this takes a second as well. And this is actually the JNI wrapper that communicates between the Kissy stuff and Java. So it's compiling objects, and then it's going to link them, which will take like 5 seconds. Grr, so slow. Still compiling objects, it looks like. Linking objects. And then generated cbc.so, removing JNI source, so it's going to delete that source and it's just going to keep that file. Okay, so Java installed. So now what we can do is we can exit out of that, go to Programs, and let's go ahead and download one so you can see the whole process. I have a simple hello world here, and you don't need to like include any CBC stuff on the computer side. Everything is linked on the CBC, but you do need this import. Whatever. Okay, so we're gonna run it. Hello world, and then we're going to send it to the CBC using my sweet new icon. Okay, and this will only take a second because we're actually not sending all of the CBC lib as well. Okay, so we got it, and now let's go back to our CBC and let's get that up and running. And hello world. So as you can see, the whole thing's working, and I'm off to bed. Good night.